So, welcome to another episode of Bangers Bricks. Once again, we'll be looking at a Lumibricks set, although this will be the last set that we look at for a few weeks at least. This is the Twilight Motel, again part of the road trip set, and has 1,970 pieces, 22 lights, no stickers, lots of tiles, printed manuals and tools, all as per usual. And it cost me $111 or £85. I won't be going into quite as much detail about how all the Lumibricks work this time because I've already done them for the past two videos. I also have a new video which is available linked to in this one, which goes through all about Lumibricks, how they work, good points, bad points, and everything else, which I'd recommend having a look at if you're interested in any Lumibrick set. So, this build comprises of two main builds. As always, we have the vehicles at the bottom, again, a car and a motorbike, and then the main build, which is this motel and bar. So the car and the motorbike are pretty much the same again as previous models. They look very good. They're simple. The motorbike in particular is a lot more simple this time than it was last time. I think the only extra piece on here is the kickstand. But again, I think they look awesome at night. There are lights in the front and back, as you can see, and I do like how the lights give a cool shadow from the uh, Lego cow horn on the front of the convertible. Interestingly, for this model, I really do think you get the best look at all the detail from a top-down perspective. So starting layer by layer, on the roof here we have the satellite dish and aerials and the little motel sign all lit up. You lift that off, you can see the light goes off, and into the two main bedrooms. I really like how the lights here are integrated into the walls rather into the ceiling so that they are still lit up when you take the roof off. So each room is set up very similar with a bed, a little table, chair, television, and shower room. I love the amount of detail that is put into these shower rooms. You can see there that there's a shower, there's a toilet, you can see the towels, you see the toilet rolls, and a mirror on the front here, and then a little fabric curtain there to separate off from the bathroom. The detail in here really is fantastic, and this goes to show what I've said a few times before about the amount of prints and the quality. So you can see here the brick-built television set, and there's something on the TV screen there. It's actually different to what's on the screen in this room. So they actually went to the effort of printing two different tiles just for that. I also love here you can see the light that goes around the outside of the building, just done with a light source at either end in the plastic tube, but I think it looks absolutely fantastic. On the outside, on this side here, we have a little terrace with a table and chair. And then on this one, two chairs and a table with a mug and wine bottles, etc. This is where I've chosen to put the maid with her little cart she uses to clean the rooms. So going down another level, this is the bar area. So the lights for the bar are actually on the underside of the floor above, which is what I was saying, which is a shame because you don't get to see them here. But I kind of understand why they did with this set. You can see, however, that the back of the bar is all lit up, which looks really impressive. Again, the detail here is just wonderful. You've got a dartboard with 3 darts. You have a pool table with the pool cues, and each of the, at least some of the balls represented by studs, and a lovely brick-built jukebox. Again, with so many little prints, really brings it to life. Then on the outside, we have the stairs going up, nice little flower bed, parking for the motorbike, and a carport for the car, as well as the fantastic light-up sign there. So here you get a good 360 view. I do think the sign on the side is absolutely amazing. There are a fair few different light fixtures on there. Coming around to the back, there's only the one on the balcony. but it's a nice little addition. I do really love the palm tree that's here. It does have a tendency to fall off, but I do think it looks very impressive the way it leans over. And then at night, I think it looks incredible. You get a much better view here of the disco lights going on inside the bar at the bottom as the people play pool, and how well everything is lit up. It does look impressive. You do get a bit of light bleeding, as you can see here, through the walls, but I think that's a very small price to pay, really. I think this set has a really nice selection of minifigures, from patrons of the bar to patrons of the hotel to people who work there. So really like here, once again, the brick-built additional pieces like this trolley that the maid is pushing around with spare towels on it. The biker, who comes with a nice back print as well as the bicycle helmet. But my absolute favourite has to be this guy on the left, who I think looks kind of like Bob Ross. So I think he's a lovely touch, and definitely my favourite out of all of them. So to wrap up this review, I think it's kind of obvious that I really like this set. I think the detail is fantastic. The number of prints is amazing, a lot more than they had to. Just look at the TV sets having different images on each one. The different kinds of lights, I think, really add to this, especially kind of like the almost neon bar going around the top there, and the disco lights in the bar, as well as the ones up here on the sign. I think it comes together fantastically and looks really amazing. I would definitely recommend you pick up this set. And if you are going to pick it up, please consider using the link that's in the description. You'll get some extra money off, and it really does help the channel. On a similar note, please do like and subscribe for more videos. Next week, we are going to do something a little bit different and actually do a Lego set, so not a Lumibricks one. So look forward to that, and I hope to see you there.